Hey Arnie, I'm outside. How do you like my new setup here? I'm under the orange tree, listening to the birds chirping. Hold on. Hey birdies, talking to the mic. Yeah, they're all over the place. Yeah. I think there's a nest up here in the tree, and I showed you a little birdie in my geraniums. Yeah. And I'm sitting in my $50 antique rocker. It originally went for $200, and finally the price went down to $50, at which point I bought it. And this is about as antique as I am, okay? Yeah, I'm pretty old, but you have to be at least 100 years old to be an antique. The other thing, the object has to have some value. This is simply a shitty old rocker, probably from the 1990s, that's been painted white. But hey, I just like the idea of a rocker, and a rocker in the garden with my blue pad. So what else I got? And over here, let's see, point there. Yeah, there you go. I've got like my Amalfi Coast picture, and I don't know. Does it look like a picture? I mean, it looks like maybe there's a window there, and I'm looking at the Amalfi Coast, and I've got my Sergio finds this a pain in the ass. It's there to like mask the unsightly things. It's not doing a very good job, but hey. Anyway, I just like the total effect here. I think I'll do more videos here because it's beautiful. Hey, hold on a minute. I may get some coffee. I'll be right back. I just gotta stop, pause. While I'm waiting for my coffee, I also making bacon. Let's do a panorama of the garden here. It's so beautiful. Yeah, so there's my, let me show you this here. Yeah, that fresh basil, it's wonderful, but if you can see here, here's another one. You fucking bastards. The snails. Snails love basil as much as humans do. And let me see if I can show you this. Can you see that? Let me see here. There it is. You see that hole? Yeah, that's where a snail has eaten, right there. So what I did was I put eggshells, and I think it's helping. I'm not sure. Yeah. And there's the bacon. Hold on. I'm gonna go in and hold on. Boy, this is exciting. Yeah, making bacon, huh? Okay. Yeah. So I'm having bacon and coffee, but it's half decaf. I don't think I have any projects today. They're going to make me swear and scream, but, all right. So hold on, let me go over to the, some bacon and decaf. Yeah. I may have to split this thing up. I'm only at 3 minutes. Okay. Yeah, hold on. Just put it in here I'll put it 115. Yeah, okay. Right, so while we're waiting for the coffee and the bacon. Made more of these. And I don't know if you notice. Okay, birdies all over the place. Can you hear them? Hold on. Hey, birdies, talking to the mic again here. Yeah. Yeah, so like the parents are like, constantly going back and forth to the nest there. I mean, if you saw the videos, the kids are a real pain in the ass. They're worse. They're teenagers, like demanding this, demanding that. So they're keeping both of the parents busy. Unfortunately, Sergio says that, it's supposed to be something like a couple of weeks. They will disappear. They'll be gone. But hey, and I'm just curious whether, like, Okay, it's time for coffee and yeah, and bacon. Let's see how it turned out. Hold on. I think the bacon may have to go a bit. You know? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this has to go a little bit more. Is the coffee hot enough? Nope. Okay. I'm do another 30 seconds in there. Yeah. Right. Okay, I'm going to wait for this to be done. Oh, I don't know if you noticed, but did you notice that my shirt matches my furniture out here? Yes, it does. I love that color. You know, the trouble is, you know, we painted this thing like last year maybe, and now it's the color of the year. And also I bought my Crocs here, my garden Crocs, you know, for gardening, like 2 years ago. Now everybody's, you know, has the same colors. Blue, 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 blue. Anyway, to continue our tour of the garden, okay, I got more basil down here, and I think that's tarragon and sage. That's cilantro. Yeah, right. And there's the neighborhood. Yeah, so it's a beautiful day here in the neighborhood. Okay, I'm going to get my coffee and bacon. I'll be with you. You know, let me see. You probably can't even see my face. It's so shadowy. Anyway, I'll be back in a flash. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, oh, in case I didn't tell you, it's Tuesday. Oh, talk about picking low-hanging fruit. This is not doing too well. Yeah, it's weird. Okay, so you got these oranges. They're like, if you leave them on the tree, they kind of like split open. But the new oranges are already, let me show you one. I don't know if I can show you this, but you see that? So that's next year's crop is starting, and in next January we'll have oranges again. And so the cycle of life continues. Yeah, so it's Tuesday, it's like 11. I got up at like, well, actually, okay, I got up at 4, you know, right? And I had a really sore throat. And I said, you know, yeah, now that we're going out and we're not wearing masks, maybe I won't get COVID, but maybe I'll get sick. Then I remembered, I had a screaming dream. I was screaming at someone in the top of my lungs. You know, I must have been actually doing it. So I told the Oscar one, I got to remember to tell Jose, who's starting to move in, that I sometimes say, I mean, but the screaming, I mean, like my throat is sore from screaming. Shit, you know? At least when Sergio's here, he wakes me up, and, you know, Al used to come running down from his office, but I just hope like some neighbors or something, don't, you know, call the police or something. Anyway, yeah. So, but anyways, up at 4, had some decaf. Then I was up at 6:30, and then it was like, you know, time to have a nap. Whatever. Yeah. I'm really sorry to hear about your nausea. I mean, like, how much more shit are you going to have to deal with? You know. You know, and, you know, hey, if I was dealing with the crap you had to deal with, I'd probably hallucinate too. Most likely, I might sleep, you know. Although when things are really bad, you know, I have the kind of depression that where you don't sleep and you don't eat either. And, you know, a few years ago, this guy who knew me said, "Gee, Joe, you look great," you know. And I said, you know, I've never listened. That's because I lost all this weight anyway. But I don't know what to tell you. Now, with the different cocktail you're on for, you know, antibiotics, and then antibiotics to, you know, control the, you know, I don't know. Yeah, do you think? I was wondering if you're having, full regular yogurt. That's supposed to, maybe it's something about the antibiotics clearing out the flora in the stomach. I don't know. But hey, I'm not a doctor. Now, speaking of doctors, yeah, I know this sounds weird, but I mean, like, this cancer diagnosis, what could I tell you? Oh no, it isn't that. It isn't that. It's like, it reminded me that life is short, and like, with the Budweiser, you only go around once and you grab all the gusto. It's it's like, woohoo. So I guess my nest egg will last. I guess I won't outlive my nest egg. And I haven't been spending, I show you what I buy. It's not, profligate spending like, fuck everything. I'm going to sell everything and take a first class trip around the world and, and then die, so this idea that though, there's, basically I won't outlive my money. There's something freeing about that. And I think I always told you about Parfit, the philosopher, reason, and person, whose theories are also used by economists. And it's like, well, yeah, I may, actually, it's like the prostate cancer is like, who cares? It's like, you're going to die of something else. The type of cancer you have, you'll be dead before it really starts affecting you. Oh, gee, isn't that nice? But, anyway, something's going to get me. But the thing is that, according to Parfit's theory, that's future Joe. We view our future selves as somebody else. And it's like, it's not my problem. Of course, when the future comes, it will be my problem. And but I really can't say I regret not taking better care of myself, because Oscar too, who he was like such a jock. He was like walking and running and biking and was very fastidious about health. Really to the point where it was OCD. And boom, just like you, out of the blue, he gets, this vasculitis. But maybe I said, if things get really bad, if they said something like, you've got like a year to live or something like that, that's not going to happen. But if it did, I'd start drinking and smoking again. Fuck it, But although then maybe I might not, because it might make me even more sicker, so that I could enjoy the time I had left. But who knows? Anyway, well, this is a nice morbid subject. Okay, so Jose is starting to move in. He moved in some of his stuff. Oscar's coming today and tomorrow. And I'm hoping that their schedules will somehow coincide on this while Jose's moving in, so that Oscar can meet him. But otherwise, for the most part, Jose has the entire upstairs to himself. Oscar is only here 2 days a week. He leaves the house at 6:30, and he comes back. Sometimes he goes out with friends. He comes back and he just stays in his room. Oh, I just saw a hummingbird. So if you make any kind of movement, they run away. Okay. Well, you've seen a hummingbird before. Anyway, so and then meanwhile, Jose is working 2 jobs. Like from early in the morning till 11 o'clock at night. So by the time although he gets up, he'll get up at before Oscar, and he'll come home after Oscar. So, on the 2 days Oscar's here, they'll never see each other. There'll be no conflict with the bathroom. And, and then the rest of the week, he's not here, you know. And hear that chirping? I think that's the mother. But if I make a move, oh yeah, hold on, I got her here. See her? Can you see her? I don't know. She's probably going to go into the geraniums now, or she's looking for the father. Hey, I sent you out for groceries. Yeah, see that? She's getting closer and closer. Right. But she doesn't want to give away where the kids are. There she goes. You see her? I can see her. You probably can't, but anyway. So she's in there probably regurgitating worms or something for the kids. Anyway. Yeah. Ooh. I just really like this set, you know, and like the light's right, so you don't see, you don't see the, I started moving, she ran away. Okay, you don't see the stuff on my face, how my, you know, and glasses are great. You know, you can get like you can get your eyelids done. Simple, just wear glasses. Save yourself a few $1,000s. Anyway, so I mean, so Oscar will move in. I'll be pulling in an additional $800 a month. Not Oscar, Jose, but Oscar says he's going to be coming in more often, and so when he does, he'll go up to $400. And then I'm working on the downstairs room. I just didn't suddenly go crazy with these curtain dividers. You know, I think I showed you some of them, but I will probably put a divider downstairs, and that room is Sergio's office. And but then if a guest comes, the futon changes to a bed, so I still have a guest room. If you know, I can still put up a guest. So in fact, I also have an inflatable mattress, so theoretically I could put up 2 guests. You know, it won't be the greatest, but hey, you don't want guests to be comfortable. That's what there's the hummingbird again, and I moved, so it ran away. Right. So, but anyway, and then I didn't know how Sergio would feel about a curtain around the bed. But he thought that was cool, you know? And so, anyway, you know, when I get everything set up, I'll do a video and show you what I've done. Anyway, so that's about all the news. Not much news today. I'm having my coffee. Well, you know what? When I'll tell you, you know, you could have coffee with me, après dîner coffee tonight, maybe. I'll send this to you. Yeah. Oh, no. Well, okay, yeah, some news is like, you know, I knew that Sergio would get pissed off at his job. Every job he's had is like, I can't stand this job. I'm going to, you know, but he went on an interview yesterday, and like the interview, the job pays $5,000 less than he's making. He has to commute. There's very few benefits, you know, and, you know, maybe go on a few other interviews, and he'll see, you know what, you know, as the Italians, I knew this Italian guy, he used to say, your ass is basted in butter. You know, he's got a great job, great pay. Okay, there's constant conflicts, but I mean, that's work. You know, if it wasn't work, you wouldn't get paid. And that's what you got to work at. I mean, I'd say like 20% of the job is your skill, and 80% of the job is like putting up with shit and smiling, you know? So anyway, I just hope he doesn't do something stupid and just, you know, give him the finger and walk out the door, because he's going to find out, you know. People in Saudi did this. Who needs this shit? You know, the fucking Arabs, you know. Yeah, I especially liked it with the military people. So they were, you know, they were trained to, you know, like, okay, well, the particular one I was Patriot missiles. They were Patriot missiles engineers, you know. They, fuck you, you know, fuck you, I'm leaving, you know. Then they get to the U.S., you want to know something? Nobody wants a Patriot missile engineer. What else can you do? Can you type? You know, no, and they fucked themselves over. And very often you'd find them returning at a lower salary with some fucking excuse, you know. But anyway, I hope Sergio somehow manages to control his, you know, he's not as bad as I am, you know. Anyway. Okay, listen, I'm going on 20 minutes here, and I'm going to have to compress this video and in order to post it. Anyway, I just, you know, like, this is awfully narcissistic, but, you know, like I said, the light, the shirt, the glasses, and, you know, the set, I really look good. I like this, you know. You know, I can show you pictures of myself. Maybe I'll include one. I mean, in fact, if you see me in, you know, in light, you know, I look old and ugly. But, you know, with the right, you know, and I also think the software kind of like softens your face a bit, you know. Yeah, so anybody can look good. Okay. Well, again, I am so sorry to hear you're having even more problems. I hope you can get to a doctor and get the nausea taken care of and the meds adjusted. Okay, and meanwhile, take care of yourself. And, you know, because remember, I've said before, you're one of the most important people in my life. Of course, I have about 3 people in my life, so that's not saying much. But of those 3 people, you're important too, okay? Bye-bye. Have a nice evening. Try to get some sleep without throwing up. And, you know, I'll be in touch tomorrow, Wednesday. And, oh, maybe I can introduce you to Jose on video. Okay? Bye-bye.